Well, hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Linda V. Taylor, and this is the best of both worlds. Every so often, we get to do a very specialized quilt, and we don't always get to see the faces of the recipients. So stay tuned. Quilters are such generous people, and I think that's why we keep quilting. Aside from the math and the tactile and just the pleasure in seeing what we can create. We love doing things for other people, don't we? And this little quilt that I'm going to be working on today is done for a little boy who was a twin. His twin died. They were born at 23 weeks, and his twin died. And her name is on the quilt as well. And he's not doing very well right now. So this is really probably for his parents, but it will give you some really good ideas as well on how to do baby quilts and make them so special. So I hope that you will stay tuned and keep watching and get the spirit of this quilt. Let's get started. Okay, in this little block that I have his name and his birth date, I think I also want to put this little pattern. So I'm going to just come over here and I'll just get it smaller. I just think that's so cute. It's called Teddy Train. And we'll just move it right over here. Perfect for a little boy. So we have a sashing here that has minky and blue cotton fabric. So we're going to put in our boundary. So we select. I'm going to use this as all one, but I will come down here and back up so that I can keep that separate. She wants the word forever in there. And below there she has family, so she wants forever family. And I think that's so appropriate. So now we can just go across the bottom like this. And I have some tessellating hearts that we will put in that area. There's our boundary. And you can see what I did on before. I can just move this over and see how that fits. Then if I rubber stamp that, put that right here, and then I want to flip this horizontally so that the beginning and end are the same here and the ending there looks the same. There we go. And now I need to write in this area, I need to write forever. And looks like that would be okay. Get it big so we can see. There we go. And you can see it almost could go right into that letter, but it certainly cannot on this side because it ends differently and you have a capital letter here. So on this pattern I'm going to bring it out over to that edge. And this one I really could go into nodes here, make that larger, and just bring that node right down to there. So it could start right there. And we'll just join that together, combine that. So that's what I want it to sew. That looks really nice. I love that quilting in the Minky, and it does say Forever Family, which is just the way Susan wanted it. So the next one I'm going to do this block. I've started it at the top, so I need to find the block. I've got this drawing because I want to put a design in with this, and then we'll go around the square inside. It's actually a rectangle. There we go. And Susan did all of these things, so now we can look up at the screen and find out where our square is. I'm going to move these things over here. And let's see if I can put these. I already did those, and I think they're going to fit. If not, we can figure that out. I'm going to do it like that. That looks good. Let's move it over in the middle of the screen. And I wanted a heart here at the end. So I chose this heart, tessellating heart pattern of mine, and I'm going to do the nodes on it. And I think if I hit this one right here and divide, I can delete that and then do nodes again and just move that right back up in there where it belongs. There we go. So now I can just make this heart the right size. So I can take something from another pattern and just use it where I need it. You'll be in my heart. So let's go ahead and stitch that. That looks wonderful. This was the cutest border, and the pattern that I chose, I think, is absolutely perfect. I'm going to mark this out. And Susan just used a lot of scraps and things for her quilt here, which she does a lot. She uses her stuff up. And at first I thought these were all even, but they're not. And so with this pattern, and I'll show you that on the computer, it's this pattern right here. And you can see how I've put, this is where I was putting the others. This is the one that I've just put in, and this is going to have to be, whoops, let's see, flipped vertically and then flipped horizontally. There we go. Now we have our love. And then I had to put each one in separately. I'm putting them closer on the inside so that if she binds on the outside, it won't cover up any of this. Let's make that just a little smaller there. This is the outside of the quilt over here. I'm going to bring this over and make this larger. And you can see as it comes around here, this is the middle of the heart. So if I put that right on the line, right there, and then in the next one, which I will rubber stamp, so they're the same size. And you see how I make that heart fit? We can get rid of that one now. Whoops, I didn't want to get rid of my border. There we go. So now we can bring this in like that. Looks good. It's going to clear everything here. And then I'll look at this other side, and it should fit right with the one that's already stitched on the other side. It just took a stitch, and you can see this is one half of the heart, and it's taking a stitch exactly in the right place, right next to that heart. And of course, if you're doing it as a border, then they're all connected. But in this case, I wanted them to be exactly on that line, even though each one is a little different size. So there's the rest of the heart. I will go ahead and do all the squares right now. Save some time. Let's see, did I come down that one? Yes, I did. So which ones don't we have? Right up here. That should close it. Then I will go to the computer and simply put those designs in. Whoops, got to close my drawing. I always forget to do that. This one is going in this blue square right here. This one is going in the flannel. It's actually fleece. And then this one goes right in the middle heart. Let's move those up and just make sure that we have them centered just the way we like. There we go. So we have all three designs. We could set the order of that. Let's just do it this way. And then we push set order again. And then it will sew all three of those right now. These were all some of my heart patterns. I just typed in hearts, and the patterns that came up were simple, and gee, they worked out really nice. In this block, I already put, this was actually the corner to the love border that we did, but I thought they looked really cute in the corner, so I put them in. And now I want to put Baby of Ours, but I want to do it in an arc across the top of this. That's how Susan wanted it to look like. So I will go over to the computer and show you how I'm going to do that. I'm also going to go around the Dumbo. Just a lot of clicks and just moving my machine around him so I know where he is. And you can see, close the drawing, exit, get rid of these. So there's Dumbo. I already have my patterns on there. So right in here I want to make, I want to put Baby of Ours. But if I go up and I put arc, and I'll come over here and just do a little arc like that. I want it the other direction. There we go. Close the drawing and exit. Then I'm going to highlight that and then go to text. And I'm going to put Baby of Ours. And that's okay. So now I can delete the arc and I can move this over and make this whatever size I want, put it where I need it to be. Baby of Ours. Get it just the way I want on top of that little elephant. I like that. So let's stitch it. Oh, so cute, really. I kind of went with some of the theme to the song from Dumbo, Baby Mine. Sometimes I can get away with cutting those threads in between, and sometimes I can't, but always make sure that you're out of the way. There we go. Okay, I had to put the numbers in individually, 2017. This is Audrey Rose. She's the little twin sister of Tim who died at birth. And so I also wanted to put something really cute on hers, and I thought these little angels would be so cute holding that. I don't want this at the end. This is one of my very first patterns I ever designed. I'm going to divide that and delete that, and then we'll make this smaller. I'm actually getting the hang of this. You know what? I am having fun. I am having fun. I know I still make mistakes, and they probably drive you crazy. They drive me crazy, but I love working on this machine. There's so much I can do on it. That's so cute. So we'll just go ahead and stitch that out, and you can watch it stitch out. That kind of goes along with his little teddy train on the little boys. So, all right, here we go. We better set the order and see what's going on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. There we go. That is so perfect. I haven't done these, circles for a while, but oh man, they're fun. Kind of getting back in practice. Just think circle. This little turtle is a little poem about bubbles, and so I thought, oh, perfect. We'll just do little bubbles. And I'm doing it in the white thread so it won't distract from any of the other writing and stuff like that. I'll make some bigger. The nice thing about these is that you can go over them more than once. And there are patterns for it if you want to use a pattern, but they're awful fun to do. They also work as pebbles on other quilts. But look how fast we can fill that in. Put one right in there. They don't have to be perfectly round, you know. Bubbles aren't. I'll do a little one there and then another big one. So cute. This quilt has been very precious to work on. I feel very close to this little guy. And we all have heartaches in our lives. We all have hurts. We all hurt sometimes, and I'm sure this family has had their more than their share, it seems. Bless their hearts. There's our Bubbles with her turtle. Well, I'm so thankful to my friend Susan, who pieced this quilt and put this quilt together for her little nephew, and I know it will bring great joy and happiness to their family. And you can do the same. Quilters make quilts for veterans and shut-ins and people who have passed away all the time. And I just want to thank you, if you haven't been thanked, for all that you do. Keep quilting. See you next time.